Yo, you already know who it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Back at
sir.
it again.
Back at it again. It's your boys, Jonah and Sean.
A part of the Critical Consumption Podcast.
Indeed. All right, man. We got a special one.
As always.
As always, per usual.
Yeah.
We only review heat, bro.
Yes, sir.
And this album is nothing but heat. Today we'll be reviewing Kids See Ghosts. This is an album by Kanye and Kid Cudi. This was actually part of a little summer collection by Kanye when he released, 3 albums. Well, albums. His label released 3 albums. Yay, Kids See Ghosts, and Daytona. And this is one of the 3.
Yeah, and all 3 had 7 tracks, and Daytona was Pusha T's album, I believe. Yeah.
Yay was just Kanye. Yeah. And then Kids See Ghosts is a joint album from Kanye and Kid Cudi. Whew.
Without further ado, let's get into it.
This one's some heat, man.
And something I like about this instantly is the concise track list, bro. We got 7 songs: Feel the Love, Fire, 4 Dimension, Free or Ghost Town Part 2, Reborn, title track, Kids See Ghosts, and ending it with Cudi montage.
Yes, sir.
No skips, by the way.
No skips.
Which is insane.
0 skips. I mean, you have to appreciate albums like this for being so concise and just
bro,
to the point.
It makes
honestly, no fillers.
Yeah, bro, it makes everything more meaningful. There's less shit to deal with, so everything's raw. The lyrical content, bro, specifically.
Oh yeah, this album specifically has a lot of meaning,
bro.
This isn't some just random mixtape.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
They really thought out this album.
Yeah, bro. Especially the mental health issues, bro. Because I think both of them came together because they were going through their own shit, and they're like, shit, bro. Let's just project how we're feeling into an album. Let's bless our fans.
Yeah, you could actually see, if you watched the Kanye documentary.
Yeah.
So they actually linked up off the map. I forget where they were. I believe it was some island.
But nobody knew, but
nobody
them.
knew exactly, and
Yeah.
it was kind of them getting away and creating this project to, in a way, express how they were feeling. Because Kanye, he suffers from bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
And
they both have their fair share of anxiety and depression and things like that. It just fluctuates, similar to the songs.
Yeah,
the album, bro. I feel the way they describe not only their mental health issues lyrically, bro, but by the track list, because some you know what I mean. The vibe of the songs are different in some cases. Yeah. The vibes of the songs fluctuate, similar to how
they do
the mental the journey to improving your mental health fluctuates. You have good days and you got bad days.
Exactly.
There's
that's the thing. The track list kind of embodies
the concept,
what they go through,
their journey, their mental health journey,
up and down, bro. It's like a wave. And
even going off of that, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have good days, bad days, and shit could be crazy. Similar. That's the genre, the concept of this. There's psychedelic aspects to it. The psychedelic, it's hip hop and it's experimental, all combined.
Very experimental.
Yeah,
album.
bro. Extremely experimental. Specifically with the composition.
This is nothing like Kanye has ever released. Ever.
It's crazy, bro.
I mean, I don't know if I can compare this album to really any other album. It's so unique.
So unique.
It's really not. I don't even know if I'd consider it really a rap album. I think it ultimately it would fall under rap, but it's so many things.
So many, bro. It's so little, but it's so much. You know what I mean? It seems it's so long, but it's only 23 minutes in length, which is wild. That's the episode of our podcast, bro.
This album's like a bullet, bro.
Yeah,
strong
bro.
but little,
crazy,
powerful.
Oh
but
God,
little,
yeah. And I feel some part, my bad, bro.
Nah, bro, you good.
But yeah, 2 parts in the song. Not song, in the album, 2 aspects of this bad.
Yeah.
Bro, but Reborn and Ghost Town Part 2, those are 2 of the songs that are more uplifting, life is good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Parts like that, optimistic. And some of the songs, definitely. I don't think any of the songs is necessarily sad, but those specific songs are
real.
They're happy parts of the song. Everything else is fluctuates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. And just the album cover itself, just encapsulates that psychedelic feel, bro. It's I think
Takashi Murakami did his thing with
go
this
with
one,
art,
man.
bro. Yeah, and it's just so trippy and psychedelic-y, just the creatures on there. I think the 2 figures that are riding the other animal creature things, those 2 figures represent Kanye and Cudi.
Yeah.
It's like they're on a journey, bro.
Exactly. I think we were talking about this kind of like the kind of backstory behind the name of the album, Kids See Ghosts, you know, because there's a stigma, you know, for like mental health, especially in the Black community. Yeah. It's like, you know, you tell someone I'm depressed, like I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling that. They're like, no, you're not. Like, you're good, man.
Like, get over it.
Like, get over it. Smile. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
And in a way, when you know, people express how they're feeling, it can be like telling someone you saw a ghost. It's like unbelievable.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
And I think, the name Kids See Ghosts.
Yeah,
it's like now that I know what that title really means, it's like it just makes it that much deeper. Nothing in this album is like unintentional. I feel everything has like meaning and purpose.
Just like the feel for it, bro. Because like, you know how you were saying like it's like if a kid like sees a ghost and like and tells like their parents like, mom, like I see a ghost, like oh, like bullshit. They like invalidate it. Similar to the artist, and they're like you know, like I'm going through it. Like, nah, you're not going through it. Like it's good, bro. It'll be good.
It's either dismissive or it's like
invalidating,
pointing fingers, like, bro, you're crazy, like
gaslighting,
like
bro.
You need help, like, you know what I mean?
Putting it onto themselves, which only amplifies their shit, bro.
It doesn't help.
Yeah. Especially because they're famous and they're like in the media a lot. Especially Kanye, bro. You know his history with the media.
Kanye gets the worst of it, man.
Like, bro, they will just see him like just in public and just like Kanye's sad. Like, man, like, you know what I mean? They generalize.
I tried explaining, you know, the genius of Kanye to my aunt, bro. Some people are just like, excuse my, you know, I'm not gonna say that. Sometimes, bro, people can just be ignorant.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
And I really feel for Kanye, honestly. It really, like, Kanye, now let's keep it straight, bro. Kanye does do some blasphemous things, and he says some distasteful, you know, these distasteful things, but I think if you really begin to understand what some of these people might be going through, you'll judge a little less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. The more you know, like.
And I feel like that's what this album is. It's like an explanation for everything. It's like, okay, you want to know what I'm going through? Here's 7 songs. Listen to them all and don't judge me anymore. You know what I mean?
It's that simple. Yeah, sir.
It's that simple, bro.
Yeah, I think bro.
This is a big album for mental health.
Yeah, and I feel like individually every song like is like so like powerful on its own. Like the overarching like themes in this album, you can like literally like pinpoint them in every single individual song. Like the experimental vibe, the psychedelic vibe, like the hip hop obviously, and the mental health like lyrical content. It's in every single song. Yeah. Like some more than others, but you know what I mean? Like it's damn near like it's so consistent. This album is so consistent, bro.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the first track, Feel the Love. Yeah, you're right. Featuring Pusha T. What are your thoughts about this
song? Bro, I
like
immediately what the song starts off with. This man Cudi just says like, I can still feel the love.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like he's instantly saying like despite all the shit he's going through, he still feels loved. And then, you know, like Pusha T like delivers, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's something very polarizing about hearing that song for the first time. You know, it's not like I expected that intro.
Yeah.
Usually songs don't start that like
bro, energy and like everything. Just like,
I can still feel it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like,
bro, yeah,
like this is like raw emotion.
Yeah, like, it was like low key unpredictable.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was gonna start off like, I don't know, like sad, low key.
And the beat that accompanies like, you know, his lyrics is just
there's like synth. It's like low key synth heavy, bro.
It's so simplistic.
Yeah,
but then it's like he comes with these just raw. That's really what this track feels. It's like organic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. There's the beat isn't carrying in any way. It's very equal.
Yeah,
I
bro.
feel.
And I feel like the synths like just being in it is like really subtle, but that's like a psychedelic like. Like a lot of psychedelic songs have like that common trait where they use synths like heavy on the synths.
Yeah, I feel like even though this album is so experimental, it's so simplistic in a way. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah. I feel like there's not a lot. Like, okay, there definitely is like some parts where things are just being thrown at you, but it's not in like, I don't know. It's in such an elegant way.
Yeah,
it's very digestible.
Yeah, bro, it is. And I think that's like what people like want. Like people want digestible music, but like it hits, you know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah.
And so, oh man, can we talk about Kanye's little
yeah, bro.
In this song, man? I mean, again, it
caught me by surprise. Yeah, bro.
And maybe that's a testament to, you know, mental, like mental illness, like, it's not expected.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that may be a stretch, bro, but, like, that's honestly how I thought it was. Like,
yeah.
You know, it just comes out of nowhere. Like, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah. And specifically in Kanye's case, like, I feel like that noises he makes, like the da-da-da-da-da, like, I feel like it symbolizes just, like, anger, bro. It could be just, like, anger or just, like, raw emotion. Like, the way Cudi projects how he's feeling is, like, I still feel the love. But then here comes Kanye, like, a completely different view. And it shows that, like, they're going through similar things, but, bro, they're two different people. They're different, like, similar but different. You know what I mean?
I find that to be a constant throughout the album is really,
like,
Kanye's more of the unleashed, like, anger,
like no filter,
dude. Exactly. And Cudi's more somber and just like, it's like, it just he makes your heart wrench. Yeah. And then there's like Kanye, you're just like, whoa.
He like unleashes that emotion, like that raw.
It's like a yin and yang, honestly. Bro. That's what I get from this. It's like balance.
That's how this album like coexists, like through the two. It's like it can't exist without one person having that type of emotion, bro.
If this album were to have had a third core individual, I don't think it wouldn't have worked as well.
I doubt it, bro. And the Kanye and Cudi already have a crazy good chemistry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say they've worked together on a lot of tracks.
Yeah, bro, and it's crazy because how different they are. Like specifically in this song, like ending it off with like the gunshots in the background. Of like Kanye's thing, bro. It complements like everything. You know what I mean?
Strong juxtaposition.
Yeah, bro. Between, it's crazy. And
like Cudi's raw, like, I can still feel the love. Positive lyrics. Those are positive lyrics. And then you get Kanye, it's just like, it's like, oh. Yeah. So it's like, it's two sides of the coin, bro. Next song is Fire. I know bro, this is the most underrated track. And
it's the shortest track, too. I think it's like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, but it's insane. Like, this might be like my favorite song on the album, honestly. Really? Yeah. It's just crazy, bro. Like the beat instantly, like that little like drum in the back. Yeah. And then there's like a flute in the background too, which happens later on. That like already encapsulates like the psychedelic feels.
Yeah, this song is extremely psychedelic. You know what I get? Yeah, I kind of get like a campfire vibe just because of the guitar.
Yeah, bro.
It's like it's very comforting.
It is comforting.
It's warm.
That's why I like it a lot.
Fire. It's like that's like I
you're sitting by the fire.
Like,
it's like comfy. Yeah,
exactly.
Bro. That could be like the comfort song in this aspect. Like Feel the Love was like crazy.
Exactly.
Like, this is now.
See fluctuation.
Yeah, bro. Fluctuation.
Yeah, but bro, I mean, it just works. It works, bro. Man. The composition of this album in general, it's like. You don't get back to back like super, I don't know, like out there songs. You get like you get like Feel the Love, which is like right in your face, and then you get Fire. You like lay back.
It's more like subtle, yeah, bro.
And then you get Fourth Dimension, and you're just like
damn, what the hell's going on?
like Yeah. But to go back to Fire, man,
like the verses.
I know you have a lot of thoughts on this,
bro.
song.
The verses are like the composition. First of all, like obviously it's an experimental album, and because of that, the verses are like 4 lines. I think 4 to 5 lines for each of like Kanye and Cudi, and like they just talk. And it's still like meaningful. Like Cudi talks about how he's like on a mission to like better himself. Yeah, you know what I mean. And of course, like his trademark humming at the end, coinciding with like the beat, bro. Oh, it's like
felt
heaven,
like meditation.
Bro. It's like
in
heaven.
A way.
Yeah, bro. It's like. It's just like beautiful music, bro. And like, I think the drum or like the little beat making noise, it's like a tambourine, bro. Yeah. And it like kind of has like an echo like sensation with like that good ass production, which makes it more psychedelic, like the structure. And like I was saying, like there was a flute too, bro, which just like hits the soul, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think, there's also a heavy like, there's a heavy tie to like religion, I feel like in this album.
Yeah, like faith.
Like, faith in God.
Keeps them going.
Because I know, I mean, a lot of people know Kanye is like a very like, how do I say this? He's very devoted to Christianity. Despite some of the blasphemous things he does, he's a Christian at heart. Yeah, and I think in a way, I'm not sure how Cudi is religiously, but it feels like Kanye somewhat influences Cudi, and like they just need each other. Yeah, you know what I mean? Kind of the yin and yang helping each other. Like I feel like Kanye with him spiritually, and then you have like Cudi to be like the guy who just like calms him down. You know what I mean?
Like the chill guy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Cudi's mostly known as like the druggy, like psychedelic, like you know, man on the moon, bro. So like that like fire
they balance
from Kanye and that like chill, you know,
bro. It's like a
chillness from Kid Cudi, it's a perfect combination.
And bro, even the outro of the song, it has like distorted noises. And like, bro, like the best way I feel like we can like wrap this song up is like the ending of Cudi's verse. He ends like his verse by saying like "beautiful madness," like just by itself.
I think that's really powerful. It gives me chills, bro.
He just like beautiful madness, and then like it's just like the hook happens and like like the humming.
Yeah,
I feel like that like describes like life or like the journey, bro. Mental health. It's like a madness, bro. Like life in itself. It's like hella shit. Always like like terrible shit happens in life, but it's like beautiful. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like a juxtaposition in itself. But that's why like it's like yin and yang. Like you know what I mean? Like this concept of like good and evil, like opposites are necessary. Like beautiful madness, bro.
I'm forgetting the name of the type of poetry. But it's where like the viewpoint is like nature is everything. Nature is like nature is grand. Nature is beautiful. And so like beautiful madness, I kind of think of like, because it's so natural, the naturality aspect of like mental health, it's like beautiful in its own way because of how natural it is. And I feel like he's kind of looking through that lens. I wish I could remember the name of I'm sorry, Miss McGlynn, but man, that's like the first thing I thought of. I was like, beautiful madness. Like there's a lot of juxtaposition in this.
Yeah, bro.
But it's like, bro, I can't say it enough. Yin and yang, bro. Beautiful madness.
Yeah, bro. That's what makes the juxtaposition is like one of the overarching themes of this album, bro.
I think that this album really like embodies balance.
Yeah,
to me,
and I feel like Fire does a great job of doing that.
Yeah,
and I feel like Fourth Dimension is just completely different.
Fourth Dimension is like, it speaks for itself,
and it's like raw. Like it's just like I personally, it's just like a hard song. Like early on, it has like really like unique composition. Like almost a very I think it might have like the most unusual composition.
Yeah,
of like all of the tracks.
Yeah, to me, it gave a very like. I felt like this was the track that was gonna please any listener,
like the popular.
You know what I mean?
The common,
like kind of the more
listener.
Mainstream like Kanye listener. Because this is more of like raw Kanye rap, and then like even Cudi rapping. So it was like it was I mean, the vibe of it is just braggadocious and like and it's just raw. It just makes you like bop your head. Braggadocious. Word of the day, but
gotta put that out there. Yeah,
but yeah, it just felt like a really different track.
And the sample is tough, bro. Like the way the song started, it's just like sampling like "What Will Santa Claus Say" by Louis Prima. Is that how you pronounce his name? Yeah, this is like a 1936 ass song. Like it has like a kind of like an eerie feel to it because like the old like you know what I mean, the audio quality, and then like the song it starts off with the song like playing, and then the song reverses. And begins like the instrumental, which is like just unique. That's like that's like not even like surprising for Kanye standards, bro. He's like, that's what he does, bro. Gosh. He gets that type of shit done.
That's his art form.
That's Kanye. Like that's like the best way to describe
just showing
Kanye.
off.
Yeah, and even like the lyrical content, like Kanye's kind of just getting more like a little more like like in his bag, kind of like just feeling himself.
Good it should cost.
Like he talks about like like sex, like with his partner and things like that, like like expensive like clothing, and then he compares himself to Master P and Rick Ross, like two people who he says like are bosses.
I think that's also more of like the comedic side of Kanye. Like
he's good at that too.
It's like because Kanye's known for that, man. Yeah, he has fun with it.
Yeah, he has very notable.
I think it's also like that's why I feel like this track in total kind of brings the listener back. You know what I mean? Because the two tracks before it are like, whoa, man, this isn't Kanye music.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? This isn't like what we're used to. And he's like, hey, don't you forget, bro, I'm still him. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like this track is. And man, that sample is eerie.
And he maintains, bro, it's really eerie. I feel like that adds on to like the experimental aspect because the way it starts, and then like there's like these like right at the end of Kanye's verse, like there's like these laughing noises, bro, which is extremely unusual and like kind of like strange and like creepy almost. And like right after, like Cudi just begins like spitting his shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an odd transition.
Yeah,
I really still don't know like how to feel about that transition. I've tried to understand it. I feel like there has to be some reason like that they implemented, that as a transition.
Yeah.
But every time I hear it, I'm just like.
Like what
why?
Why? Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like
I wouldn't consider myself like a big fan of it, but I guess I understand.
Yeah,
it's like an experimental song.
Yeah, exactly. I think it still ties into like beautiful madness, bro. Like, you think of like Joker, bro, or like Jesters. It's like, oh man.
And I feel like with Cudi's lyrical content, like it's kind of like a little different. It's more mental health based.
Mm-hmm.
Like he calls himself like a lost boy. Like
Yeah.
feel like I was a lost boy. Like back in like in them days, probably when he was like dealing with mental health more like in a worse way than he was like right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like creates like that juxtaposition between Kanye and Cudi, or Kanye is like oh yeah, Lacoste, and then Cudi's like I'm a lost boy. You know what I mean? And I feel like Fourth Dimension just encapsulates like the overarching themes again of this whole thing.
Yeah, and they seem to have somewhat of a symbiotic relationship on this album. It's like Cudi needs Kanye's confidence, and Kanye needs Cudi's like down to earth, like
humbleness.
Humbleness, exactly. It's
it's like Cudi's too chill. Like Kanye can be sometimes too cocky. They need each other to regulate one another.
Exactly. If anything, it was showing like the extremities of both. Kind of like, Kanye flaunting like his money and who he is, and then you have Cudi like you said, like lost and like
bro,
showing like kind of like his depression side. It just works,
bro. And that juxtaposition kind of like, I feel like it might end like it kind of is like less prevalent in like Ghost Town Part 2 Free, because like this is one of like the more this might be like one of the most the happiest like track, like the good feeling track. Like it even starts like you want to get into like the sample like in the intro and shit.
I think it's a sample from Marcus Garvey, who was a Pan-African nationalist. And it's very intentional that they used that sample, just due to like nationalist beliefs, just like freedom from, I believe, like governmental, like external factors. And in a way, this is just Cudi and Kanye kind of being like, you know what, like we're embracing, our challenges and setting ourselves free from like the mental chains. Yeah,
bro. It's like he said, like, he's basically also saying, like, the more someone understands themselves, they become a master of their environment. So this perfectly goes into, like, the concept of the album. Like, going through so much mental health, like, issues. It's like the more they, like,
addressing it.
Yeah, the more they address it, the more they, like, face it and kind of, like, master it. Like, they're better. Like, better off.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I feel like it's just, like, really, because of that, so it was, like, significant to, like, everything else. And, like, bro, the hook of the song is literally, like, I feel free. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's like they're not even trying to hide it. They feel free. Like, this is one of the albums where like they felt like they're like doing better, bro. And they're like celebrating in the form of a song.
It's like shedding a positive light on mental health as
just
well.
Like dopamine, like being released in your head, like just putting it in. Yeah, bro, serotonin, dopamine, all that.
Yeah, man.
And I feel like it's interesting because like the hook is actually derived from like Ghost Town, like Part 1. This is called Ghost Town Part 2 for a reason, which is off of Ye.
I also find it interesting that this is the first song that they include a feature of Ty Dolla Sign. Ty Dolla Sign's voice is beautiful.
It's like melodic. It's like beautiful.
And I think in a way he's supposed to be like that, like that angel
like
that's
the
just
joyful, like the optimism.
He's like, you guys have made it. Like, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't feel like immediately like Ty Dolla Sign's not on this journey with them as much. You know what I mean? He's kind of like you've like made it. You know what I mean?
He's like a checkpoint almost.
Right? A checkpoint. That's
like, congratulations, y'all made it. Now like keep going.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Bro. It's like you guys are going in the right direction.
And I feel like because it's like Ghost Town Part 2, like they derived like the best, like the most meaningful part of it. Like, you know, like I feel kind of free. Like that's like part of it in the Ghost Town Part 1. Yeah. They like take that and just like make it even more energetic, bro. And that's like obviously why it's like a sequel to the song. It's like more positive and
I think it's also like it's positive for both Kanye and Cudi. And this is the first track where they both sing the same
the hook.
The same hook. Yeah. Showing that like now they're on the same track. You know, they're so different in all the other songs, like yin and yang, bro. They're like evil and good in a way. We're just gonna put it in those terms, but now it's like they're here, bro. They've like connected. They're on the same path.
Yeah, bro.
To like betterment.
Yeah, like they both align and like resonate with
which is also like a message. It's like, you know, they're completely different people, but because they struggle with the same thing, they end up on the same path in the end.
This like shows like their similarity. Like they're very similar and very different. This song shows like the similarity of both of them, and it shows like the composition of the song is so unique too, because it's like just like the the hook, and it's like a little tiny verse, like a couple lines, then it's like the hook again. But this time it's by Kanye. And then it's like Ty Dolla $ign like on the hook again, like harmonizing, adding like the humming and like that beautiful like psychedelic noise, bro. Yeah. This song is like another example of like the experimental and psychedelic like aspect to like.
It definitely feels like the intermission type song.
Yeah, it's like
the transition because the next song is Reborn.
Yeah.
If you think about that, it's like okay, like feel the love, fire, fourth dimension, just chaotic.
Yeah, like,
and then it's like, oh, I'm free. I'm reborn. And then it goes into this just beautiful 5-minute track. This is the longest song
track
on the album.
And it's so different from Ghost Town Part 2 because I mentioned earlier these are like the two like uplifting songs, but like because of the fluctuation, bro, like Ghost Town was like Part 2 was like high ass energy, and now it's like Reborn, like chill. It's like a part of like the fluctuation.
It's kind of like drugs too. It's like the come down, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's really like you know what I mean? It's like going up. They're like peaking at fourth dimension.
Yeah.
Or in like fire free. And then it's just like
this is more of like
the realization,
like the resolution. This song is like the resolution almost of.
I'm reborn, and
that's like majority of the
song. I'm moving forward. That's really like the message of this song.
75% of the song is just like that. Like I'm so reborn. You know what I mean?
It's like they're really trying to ingrain it into your like brain.
It shows like how it's like one line, but it shows how meaningful it is to them.
Exactly,
because it means so much. Like they're literally reborn. Like they feel like they've like
it's something to be celebrated.
Themselves. Yeah, it's like they're celebrating in Ghost Town Part 2, but here they're like intaking it. Like damn, like I'm like reborn. Like I'm like another person, bro. In a good way.
It's progress, man.
And Kanye really became like he was so like vulnerable in this. This is like one of his best like meaningfulest like verses because he was just talking about like he's like very rarely do you catch me out, like he like doesn't like he's not in the he's not like present very much like in the public because like he was called insane, he was off the meds, like what I mean, like he's like explicitly stating that he doesn't like doing shit because people will just straight up judge him and they don't understand like what he's going through, and that just makes it worse for him.
Cudi's kind of also like reflecting like his hardships, but now he's like here.
Yeah, bro.
He's made it.
It's because they both start from like sad to like happy. Like they were talking about, because same with Kanye. He's like, remember at the end, he was like, I want all the smoke, I want all the pain. Like now he's like I can
fight it.
Yeah, like he was telling about how he wasn't able to deal with it. Now he like wants to deal with it. You know what I mean? It's like character development, bro.
It is.
It shows character development. It's crazy.
And then we have the next track, Kids See Ghosts.
Kids See Ghosts.
Self-title.
Title track of the album.
Title track, that's the self-title.
And this features Yasin Bey, a.k.a. Mos Def.
Yeah, bro. Mos Def has been working with Kanye since the beginning.
For a minute, on the College Dropout. Really good. I feel like he had a really good presence in this song.
It's very different from Mos Def. I feel like the way that they kind of inspired the other artists who are on this track to kind of embody the same vibe. Because this isn't like something normal for Mos Def. You don't really hear him like this.
Yeah, bro.
Kissy go sometimes. Moving around. It's like, like you expected him to like spit. But he's kind of just like background.
Yeah, bro. The composition's really like unusual. It's kind of like spooky, bro.
Yeah,
like, the vibe of this song is probably like the most like unusual.
It is.
It's like I don't know how to feel about it.
Unsettling.
Yeah. And I feel like honestly, like I would probably say this is like my least favorite song on here. But despite that, I like have a lot of respect for it. And I like it still, but it's just my least favorite.
And that's the thing, bro. Yeah. The like worst, like in our opinion, the worst song on the album is still a song I would listen to.
Yeah, shows its levels, shows how good everything else is, including this.
Yeah.
Like the instruments are just crazy. Like there's percussion sounds, heavy synths, like hand drums. Of course, like we talked about how synths are very common in like psychedelic music.
Yeah.
And then the composition of the song is also kind of interesting, which gives it like that experimental feel.
Yeah.
And it's like hip hop, so experimental hip hop.
It is. And the final track, Cudi Montage. This is one of my favorites on the album.
Yeah, bro. Same.
I mean, Cudi Montage. So this song samples Kurt Cobain's "Burn the Rain," 2015 track. Man, I mean that. That sample is
the
like vibe, gritty and just.
Yeah, I feel like because of the sample, the song has like a darker, almost like melancholic. Is that how you pronounce it?
What'd you say?
Melancholic feel to it. Like, it's kind of like a downer feel.
Yeah, it's like.
But then it's like motivational almost because he's like staying strong. Like that's like what they're saying every time.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like this is like a song where they're going through it, but it's like they're still staying strong, like despite the hardships they're going through.
Yeah, that's why I kind of feel like this album, in a way, is like a trip.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Through their journey mentally.
Yeah, because this is kind of like the come down.
Yeah, bro.
And like the realizations, the end of the journey. Not the end of the journey, but, you know, kind of where they are now.
And similar to the Ghost Town Part 2, Kanye kind of hops on the hook where he adds his own line to it where he's like, Lord, shine your light on me.
Yeah.
So it's like, of course, it's like another example of them like relating to the same lyrical content. And they show that by like saying the same shit.
Yeah.
Which I think is like really interesting how they apply that into Kids See Ghosts.
Yeah.
Like directly.
Man.
But yeah, bro.
What an album.
What an album. 7 songs. I feel like we can of course like we can talk about this for so like long. Like there's so many like things like we could have said, and if it was good like we were like more concise about it, but of course all good things must come to an end. With
so I think it's just about that time, man.
Yeah, we hope you all enjoyed.
No, not just yet, man. What we rating this album?
Oh yeah. You have a good point with that. I think we were talking about this earlier. Why don't you say the honors with the album?
Honestly, I give this song a strong 9.8.
9.8.
9.8.
Wow.
High 9, man. I think it's just, the album is so concise. There's no skips.
No skips.
I think the only reason it's not a 10 to me is the track Kids See
Ghosts. I can see that. And I feel like littler aspects of like every other, like a couple of the other songs, like, I don't know. They're like beautiful songs, but I feel like if you could like kind of delete, like for example, with 4 Dimension, like the laughing interlude, I also didn't like that as much.
Yeah.
So I feel like little things like that would have made it, like without that, it would be a 10.
And the fact that it's a 9.8 as an experimental album, like
experimental.
This is not something they do. So like,
yeah, bro, it's like a completely like newer concept.
In no way is I mean, come on, it's 9.8. Like that's still incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that about wraps it up.
Yes, sir.
That
very informative, very fun to talk about.
Yeah, we could talk about this for a long time. But
we'll be back. We got another album review coming up.
We got one of my favorites coming up.
So stay tuned for that. You already know it's gonna be nice.
Right.
Same like with all of this. So yeah, we'll see y'all soon.
Stay blessed. Stay blessed.
Adios.